know what I'm saying?
It's not just like another school team. It's like we gotta get the ball and
yeah, it's pressure, bro.
You start reaching.
Okay. Pressure, yo.
How you doing, brother?
President,
Man,
honored to meet you.
we just pop up anywhere.
What's up, man? How you doing, man?
Yeah.
Like that's the thing, dude.
He's still running upstairs.
Man, who?
I walk upstairs.
Man, there I was going.
Hey, how you doing, brother?
Yeah, of course, dog. I still got a little pop.
I walk upstairs.
Pop.
Nah, man, like don't call that.
Jacksonville, between the fields, we had an area where like 5 guys just passed out. They get in this area and they just faint. So we started naming that little area. We called it the Bermuda Triangle. Motherfuckers just walk past it and somehow just fall out. You like right over here. Right over there.
And that's where people die.
And people just bomb right in practice. They caught Big John Henderson, Big Dog, my big homie. I'm 14 years younger.
What's happening, man?
Good to see you. No, you good?
What's up, Leon?
Specialist.
We had to go back in the day.
Everybody.
You see y'all boys again?
Yeah.
You know they gotta be working. They running the show. I gotta stay behind the
You
yellow
got to,
line.
man.
You good, bro?
What's up, baby? Good with you. Good to see you. For sure. We just moved. We be all over the place, dog. What's up, baby?
Bro, much
Good.
respect, my dog.
All right.
The Dolphin fans mad at me. I told the Dolphin fans that Tua was thick, and now they mad.
Hey, take it easy with all that bullshit now.
Hey.
He can't help himself.
Oh.
How you doing? Good to see you.
What up, my boy? You all right?
Yeah.
Chilling, man.
Shit, probably this morning. What's up, big dog? Man, y'all boys ain't small at all.
Yeah, man. Bro.
I'm glad I'm retired and done. What's up, lad? Oh, he got good. Q. What's up, big man? Good. For sure.
You're lying. You got a little girl. You're lying.
No.
She gonna take all that.
He keep a smile on his face.
She gonna take all
That's
that.
one thing for sure. He gonna keep a smile on his
She
face.
want all that.
She gonna get it all for us.
Here's the good thing though. You negotiated a good one. You'll get a new one. Save that one.
Damn, them big as hell.
What up, big dog? How y'all doing, man?
What do they eat?
How y'all doing?
Goodness gracious.
Man, look at this facility,
All
bro.
right. 17, you can't play with one sport.
Tell you this
You
facility.
can't play with
is
one sport,
amazing.
17.
Look at him over here.
What up, my boy? What's happening with you? You
What
can't
up,
play
dog?
with one sport, 17.
How much y'all show everybody?
What up, man?
Nah, we try to get it in.
What's
We moving.
What up, man?
We good?
Great.
Hey, man, I'm good, bro. We moving,
What
yeah.
up, me?
Way to step in that thing too last year. Make it happen. Keep going.
Man, you gotta be.
Keep going.
And I love that.
You got the big
Everybody else
bets, though.
taking, bro.
We got the little nuggets for you.
Too much optimism.
And it's
He
light
already in
skin,
the
bro.
making, man.
Man, we gotta
Don't
stay
start
together.
that. Hey,
Hold it
don't
down.
start that.
No, real talk, huh?
Chan, don't start that like
What's
that.
up, baby?
Here they
Good to see
go.
you, baby.
Don't start that.
Here they go hating on us. Caramels over here.
Keep going, bro.
No, I gotta know we taking over. They're scared.
You too little now.
What's up, baby? Good? Respect? For sure.
That's what it is, coach. You extremely light skinned.
What up, my
That's
boy?
crazy. What's up, man? You good? Respect. Yes, sir.
He on the other side there, yeah. Who's that? What's up, bro? You good, man?
Don't tell him that.
Oh, dog.
Don't tell him that at all.
We was in Vegas. I get a DM from somebody that say, RC, you need to come down here and get Chan before you burn the whole thing out. Come on. My dog was at the craps table, dog. Oh, man.
About 15 years ago, I would have hopped out there.
Let's go home, man.
Y'all stay on the
We'll be here, bro.
outskirts.
Yes, sir.
Haul last week.
We had to follow. How was that rookie dinner, though? They treat you all right?
So I ended up taking the running backs and the receivers. It was like 13. 12.
Oh, not too bad.
Not too bad.
Like night.
But we ain't do the alcohol though. We
Right.
ain't do the bottles. We ain't do all that.
Oh, okay.
Oh, we got
All right.
do you
Cool.
think?
Miami.
He said they took it easy on him on the rookie dinner.
Big fan, bro. Do you think? Yes, sir.
Man, these pants they wearing nowadays, do you think without the uniform code, the league would look more sweet or more stank?
Stink.
I agree. It would definitely be stank. So you got guys out there gonna try to do their own thing.
They gonna do too much. It look trash.
One sock up, one sock down.
Yeah, it be
How did we do this? You had to, huh?
Cause you know different. You know what they say? If you do better, you do better. We just didn't know better.
God damn.
1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1.
Yep.
Bro, you can't move the chair. Alabama cats, bro, they don't have no respect, bro.
Bro, yes we do, bro.
No respect.
It's the best school on the planet.
Only time I wore sleeves, I hurt my shoulder and I had to wear that black thing on my arm, and I didn't want people to see it.
I fumbled. Levon Kirkland made me fumble in the game. I had sleeves on in Pittsburgh. Never again.
I let y'all know none of that shit matters. Please,
Yeah, it was about my comfort though,
Right.
Shannon.
all that superstition shit. Put your left shoe on, right shoe on first. None of
But
that
it's
shit
mental
means,
for a lot of
it
guys.
means nothing.
It was just like regimen and schedule for me. It made me comfortable, and it's okay that I was comfortable, Chan. Like you can't tell me what works for me.
No, I can tell you what works
No, you
for
can't.
humans. Go out there and play fucking ball. You think this man want to put his left shoe on, right shoe on? This man gonna choke the shit out of people.
But he cares about his regimen. He cares about his schedule. He cares about the way he prepares. That junk matters.
It don't.
It does.
Okay.
Long as I had me a glass of Hennessy Friday night, I'll be set to
That
go.
was part of your ritual.
And if you didn't have that yak,
I had that yak, I wasn't gonna play right.
see,
Hey,
there we
man.
go. Just prove your point.
Hold up, limitless. Niggas to me, got pin in it. I fought the head to witness it. Got my people feeling militant. Way I'm feeling, got me up. On the mission, got me up. Knowing me, I got the key. On the vision, I can trust. Trust, limitless. Niggas to me, got pin in it. I fought the head to witness it. Got my people feeling militant. Way I'm feeling, got me up. On the mission, got me up. Knowing me, I got the key.
Quinnen, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
We appreciate you, bro. It's been exciting to watch the world get to know a little bit about your personality on Hard Knocks. Channing has some lies he wanted to address with you, though. You want to address them now, Chan, or no?
The man said he had 10 sacks in a day. Bruh, you ain't had but 12 sacks in a year. And you had 10 sacks in one day.
It was good. I had a good day.
It was
I
good.
definitely had a good day. I had a good day that day.
Hey, but Chan, he run on side the guard. That's 11. That's 11.
Yeah, because you know that's #1 pick, man. You can't get close to him. You know what I'm saying?
For
So it's
me,
like,
for me, when I heard that, it just proves my point that you love yourself. Because you did an interview when Madden 20 came out. You said, I can't wait to get home to play with myself. I want to see what it feels like.
Oh,
video game, man. Shout out, man.
You love yourself.
Oh, I thought y'all talking about my realm. You talking about on the game.
He also said, bless you and thank you. Because you love yourself.
I love myself. Yeah,
You have to.
you gotta love yourself before anybody else. So.
nah, man, you obviously a Pro Bowl, All-Pro player. You guys were on the defense last year that I got the opportunity to talk about a ton throughout the week, man. The way y'all hunted up front, linebackers that went sideline to sideline, put their faces on people, and outside, 2 top-notch corners, safeties that ran and hit. And so this was a defense that was in a place to have this team prepared to be a playoff team. Obviously, you have some quarterback issues, some injuries that keep you guys from doing that. For you, when you look at this team and where you were last year, and now the excitement of adding some of the players, one in particular, that you've added this offseason in Aaron Rodgers, how excited are you about the 2023 season?
Oh, man, I'm super excited, man. Adding Aaron Rodgers is a huge golden ticket for any team that could get a quarterback with that much experience, a Hall of Fame quarterback who brings so much stuff to this team, a player in general who brings so much stuff to an organization who's wanting to win, wanting to do the right things, to go in the right direction, to make the playoffs and to make the Super Bowl. Having a guy like him on his staff and on his team, man, changed the whole organization mindset because he has so much experience. And being a part of this defense, man, you got guys coming back who was All-Pro last year who want to be better this year. You got guys who come back who had the potential to be a Pro Bowler last year, but get to that next level and tapping into the next level. You got young guys who stepping up and scratching and clawing to be the best they can be. You got guys like Tony Adams who's stepping up, taking on that role of the free safety and taking the Bulls by the horn and running with it. You see that he has the potential to be the best in the league. So you see a lot of guys, man, getting better every single day, getting better every single week, and having 8 on the other side of the ball going against him every single day. I don't feel like no quarterback in the league, we're going to be able to go against example like that in this NFL. So it's preparing us on a whole nother level to be even better than we was last year.
And Q, you talk about 8 being there. He gonna ball. We know what he is. He already Hall of Famer. You said the word mindset. And that's a different thing than X and O. That's a different thing than statistics.
Yeah.
The mindset of knowing that A-Rod's on the other side of that ball.
Yeah. It's a big mindset, man. Like, you know, not just 8, man, but everybody else. You got Dalvin Cook coming. You got Brees coming back healthy. You got Mekhi Beckman showing out, coming back healthy, man. You got a lot of guys. Dwayne Brown coming back, who had an unbelievable year last year, healthy, and AVT coming back, who was a Pro Bowler, All-Pro before he got injured, coming back healthy. So you see all these pieces coming to play, and it just make you excited because you get to battle against these guys at practice and get better at practice and get them better, but also get yourself better at practice. So
you talk about Brees being back. You brought in McCole Hardman, some speed right there, more speed at the receiver position. Expectation. Shannon asked you about mindset. Anything less than a playoff berth, would that be a letdown?
I think every single player in this league, every single player who step on this field, man, want to win the Super Bowl. That's what we all play for. That's what we all come out here and win. If you're not first, you last. So that person who hold that trophy up at the end of the day is the winner. So I feel like everybody in this organization coming here with one thing on their mind is just to win the Super Bowl. And that's our standard, that's our expectation. On the defensive side, we speak about being the number 1 defense in the league and what it takes to get to the number 1 defensive league. Last year, I got a chance to study the number 1 defensive league, see what their guys did, and see how we can bring it over here to us, because we had like the number 4 some defense in the league, and the difference between them and us is not that far. So the expectation for this building, expectation for us as a defense is to go out there every single day and get 1% better so we can get to that trophy, hold it up at the end of the day. So
Quinnen, we've learned through getting an opportunity to just watch you live. You're an amazing young man. Got an opportunity to talk to your brother Quincy, which I think is amazing, right? How awesome is it that you get to go out and do what you love with your brother?
Oh, it's pretty cool, man.
Yeah.
Like it don't hit you into the off season though, cause like in this building, you all feel like we got chemistry on, especially on the defense, and like we all brothers, man. I've been with John Franklin Myers for 5 years now. Been with CJ since I was in college. So like you got in the building, you all brothers. You always got a chemistry like brothers, but so it don't hit me till off the field when we at home and eating Thanksgiving dinner together or celebrating like New Year's or anything like that together at home.
You know, your father, Quincy Sr., raised you, your brothers, and your sister. And, you know, this is kind of a departure, a change. Here on this show, we speak about breast cancer and have a lot of, whether it's sympathy or try to support as much as we can, because our producer, Alicia Zubakowski, is a survivor. I know you lost your mom, you know, when you were extremely young to breast cancer, and Quincy was talking about some of the things that both you and he do as it comes to supporting not only breast cancer survivors or those who are fighting, but also the families of those who are dealing with breast cancer, because it affects everyone. For you, being a young man who, according to your father, according to your older brother, was a mama's boy. To lose your mother like that, you know, the scene's painted, it's 4th of July, 2010, she goes to the hospital. What was that moment like for you, and how did it affect you?
It was a hard moment, man, just to go through that whole situation. It was definitely painful during that time to lose a best friend, to lose somebody who you know that had your back and somebody who you know that was going to raise you up to be a phenomenal person. So, but it has helped me in a lot of ways. That's why me and my brother, we both American Cancer Society ambassadors for the NFL, and we do so much stuff with the NFL and do so much stuff with our foundations with breast cancer and with all cancer itself. But it helped me be the person I am today, because I know the way I live my life, the way I go out there, the way I do different things on the field and off the field is all to make my mom proud and all to make sure that her and my father know that what you guys taught us is never left us, no matter how much money, fame, or no matter what setting or circumstance that we're in, we always gonna live by the foundation and the base that they taught us with. And I remember one thing that my mom always taught us, never leave our head, especially I know me and my brother and my other siblings, that if you start something, finish it. And that's the biggest thing. So every single thing we start, man, we try to finish it. So
2-part question, the mental side of it, because making it to the league 1% of 1%. I remember last year training camp too, we talked to TJ Watt. And you know, and his brother JJ, and to have 2 brothers go, and now 2 brothers playing on the same team is amazing. So mentally, how did both of y'all have that fortitude to do it? But then physically too, because I remember TJ said they drank milk, a gallon of milk a day or something like that. You think back, like for you and your brother to be in the same household and to be the 1% of the 1%. Have you ever thought about why and how we both made it?
I thought many times why and how. I still haven't found the question. I can only say, like, God helped us get here because we didn't have enough to drink a gallon each a day. Like, our parents weren't fortunate enough for him to drink a gallon and me to drink a gallon.
You drank
we had to share a gallon. I had to drink 2 cups, and he get a cup, my little sister get a cup. So, but nah, man, I just thank God, man. I just thank everybody who supported us, everybody who did. My grandmother stepped in, my dad stepped in. We had a whole entire, like, village to help us become who he is today, and just being focused, man. That's the biggest thing. Like going through situations like that, and in tough times and tough neighborhoods, man, you can tend to go the wrong route and use negativity and excuses to do negative things. Just staying focused, having each other, having God in our life, having our grandparents, and great stability at home, I guess, help make us focus and push us to the right direction, to go down the right path and stay focused in the right things. So
in 2019, you went pretty early, number 3 overall.
Yeah.
Quincy had to wait a little bit, went 3rd round,
Yeah.
but he went. He got the call. Also, I think 2 years later, you two became the first brother duo to have a sack in the same game since 1982.
Yeah.
Which was the better feeling? You know, what was the greatest moment?
I think him getting drafted was the biggest thing because the expectation was not that high for him to get drafted because the school he came from, the looks he came through. I remember like it was yesterday. I got drafted 1st round, and a day later, I believe 2 days later, he was with me going through all my little stuff and celebrating me and stuff like that. And he get the call. He step away from the event or step away from whatever we was having for me at the time, and he get the call, and we just see on the TV that he got drafted. And I think that we were so excited for him because he got that same opportunity that I got. No matter what pick you was, no matter what class you was in, with how much money you get paid, you got that opportunity to go change your family life and change your future life. And I think that when he got drafted, it was so surreal for both of us because it's cool to get drafted. People don't understand. Like, it's cool. It's a humbling moment.
I don't understand.
You ain't get drafted?
No.
My bad.
3 of the 4, though. 3 of the 4.
It's all right. But
I would blame it on the SEC, but
you a Hall of Famer, though, so it don't matter. So.
Yeah. He the only one got a
let me
ring.
tell you the story, though, that I learned in Canton. It's more Hall of Famers when undrafted than drafted. You know that? Because drafted first pick.
Well, because it's more people who are undrafted. And I think that's to your point, though, of why it is such a monumental accomplishment for you and your brother Quincy, man, for one household to have 2 people drafted and to be able to celebrate it together like you guys did, coming from the adversity that y'all came from, man, that is huge. But you know, you like talking like, oh yeah, I got drafted, and Fred saying that you went 3rd, which is absolutely amazing. And you keep this beautiful smile on your face. And one of your mom's quotes was, keep a smile on your face because you never know what people are going through.
Yeah.
If I look at you now, I think to myself, oh, when this dude stepped on to Alabama's campus, he was a dog. This guy was able to start right away. He played over Payne and he played over all these guys. But that wasn't your route, right? For 2 years, man, you sat and you watched people play. What was that experience like for you to know that I can do it, I just haven't gotten my chance?
It was a hard experience, man. Like it was many times. This before like NIL and transfer portal. Like it's been many times where coaches that left our staff were going to get head coaching jobs other places, and I almost went with them. You know what I'm saying? Like difference in top schools too. Like so, it was one of those things where I go back to God a lot because I had to pray. I pray about every single thing I do. I asked God to show me the way and show me the direction I want to go in. And a guy in Alabama right now named Josh Chapman, who's from where I'm from, was just telling me like, yo, like you learn, like you're not ready yet. You learn from the guys in front of you. You work hard, and when you get ready, it's gonna be your time. And I understood what he said when I got drafted, but in that midst, I'm like, bro, like. It's kind of hard sitting back here waiting, and you see Payne and Jonathan Allen and all these guys go 1st round. It's like, bro, like they ain't finna take no 1st rounder, and he ain't got on the field yet. Yeah. So, but I got my opportunity, man. My 3rd year, I never played. Like people don't understand, I only played 15 games my whole college career. So I got my opportunity my 3rd year, and I was ready. I made the best of it. I went out there, I balled out, and God just blessed me with the stats, the skill, everything I needed to go top 3 picks. So it was just a blessing in my eyes, and a blessing for, I guess, God to help me stay at that moment because I was definitely finna leave. Like, it was one of the...
RC talked about your smile. I've never seen you not smiling, ever. when you guys break the huddle from defense, you turn and you look at the offense. All I can envision is the Cheshire Cat. Do you look at the opposing quarterback? Like, what are you thinking when you're looking over there, talking trash? I got 10 sacks. Like, what's going through your mind?
10 sacks. There's
I did.
no way.
I got to get the whole entire film. Like, you got to watch the whole
He
film.
was disruptive.
You got the whole film, man. It's bad. It's bad. But I don't really smile on the field. Like, I smile like when I get sacks and stuff like that. Like, of course, we smile when my brother make a big hit and make a play. We always laughing and joking and stuff like that. But now on the field, like, I'm really focused. I'm zoned in. Like, I compare it to, like, Iron Man. Like, when Iron Man suit off and he's just regular old Tony Stark, it's like he's cool, laid back, smiling, enjoying the moment. But when he put that suit on, he's like a killing machine. Like, so when I put that suit on, I lace my cleats up and I step on the field, it's like, bro, I'm finna give it all I can, how long as I can, forever. Like, because at the end of the day, like you say, we in the 1%, and it's so many players that came before me and that's out of the league now or could have been in the league that was better than me. But they just ain't get the opportunity that I have. So every time I step on the field, I need to make the best opportunity I got. And I got my brothers next to me who giving they 100%, giving they all. So I don't want to be that person coach on film like, Q, you're not giving your all right here, because I know in my head I let everybody in this whole organization down, everybody on my team down, let my family down, let my kids down. So it's like, when I step on the field, I'm giving it my all no matter what.
Bro, them two talking about the psychology behind the smile. I want to know about the regiment behind the smile, because that bitch is pretty. We remember when you was a puppy in the league with the braces.
Braces, yeah, braces.
Bless you, thank you,
yeah.
and all that shit.
What have you done? Wow, what have you done to your
I
teeth?
always
That
smile.
shit's beautiful.
I always smile. Colgate.
But you brush twice a day?
I definitely
floss?
brush multiple times. I brush every time I eat.
Cause my shit fake.
We did it on the show. My shit was raggedy, and I got all this shit
Yeah.
veneers and beautifully done, and now
They look good.
man, thank you so much.
Don't do
tell
that.
him that.
Q,
Thank
don't
you so
do
much.
that.
Tell
Q,
him
thank
that.
you so much, brother.
But yeah, it was just the braces. You ain't got no
Got
veneers
braces.
in
I
there.
had Invisalign.
Invisalign.
Yeah, 'cause I took the braces off and I didn't get a retainer. So they kind of got crooked a little bit. So I shoved the Invisalign in them, straightened them out, got them bleached a little bit,
Yeah.
and then just brush them every time I eat.
But back to what you said, that's God there.
It is, man.
See, this is a doctor here. that's the Lord and Savior.
You got
Jesus
like
Christ.
it's some techniques you can use, man. Like, you got hydrogen peroxide, like
Hey, he country. And you already know they start
It's
pulling
different.
out things that's not supposed to be for your teeth and using it on your teeth. You country as hell.
Baking soda and hydrogen
baking soda,
peroxide.
Yeah.
hydrogen peroxide. Yeah, you know what I mean? Lemon juice, like yeah.
I ain't never heard lemon juice. Q.
Lemon juice got the acidic in it, burn all the little off the stains and stuff like that off your teeth.
Oh, I see. That shit beautiful.
Oh, he next level.
Yeah.
He next level. Q, you talked about waiting your turn at Alabama. I think sometimes it's understandable there because we've seen guys shine for 1 year at Alabama under Coach Saban and become first-round draft picks like yourself. It's a little bit different in the league, and you got to, you played early, you've been extremely successful, and you're not waiting to be a star for the New York Jets. But there are probably two players that you can look at in this league and they say, well, Quinnen Williams ain't in front of them, right? One of those players would be Aaron Donald. The other player would be Chris Jones. Monetarily, I guess maybe you like, okay, I could see maybe falling behind them. So are you just gonna wait for those two to leave before you to become the guy? Or are those type of players, those type of accolades, the ones you look at and say, nah, I don't have to wait for them, for the Aaron Donalds and the Chris Jones to retire to become the man. I'm chasing that right now.
Oh, for sure, man. I'm definitely chasing that right now. I remember going through my little contract situation, and I was just so okay with being the third guy all the time. And I just thought to myself one day, like, man, I ain't gonna be the third guy this year. Like, I want to go be the number one guy. You see what I'm saying? Like, I want to be the Aaron Donald. I want to be the Chris Jones. Like, what can I had to self-reflect on myself, like, what I need to do to change to be that guy, that game changer, that Bengals Aaron Donald in the game, that Chris Jones, who in the game at whoever they were playing in the AFC Championship, and sacks,
Bengals
forced
too.
fumbles, and different stuff like that. And these guys, that's game changer. And it was like a self-reflect type thing. I look in the mirror, look at film, really dive into what can Q change, what can Quinnen change to be that game changer. And that's the only thing I'm really focused on this whole entire year. Like yeah, I had a good year last year, but I'm chasing that greatness status. I'm chasing that. When you hear my name, you're gonna say I'm one of the best. Just like when you hear Aaron Donald's name, he's a gold jacket guy.
Out the gate.
Off the rip. Everybody know that. You can't nobody say they're not. And I want to get to that level, and I'm working my butt off to get to that level of the notoriety and that level of respect. So just doing everything I can to even get to that level.
I think you'll get there. You know, I think you've handled yourself as a pro coming in, the way you came in, doing draft. Being here in this market in New York is a huge market, but you handle yourself like a pro. And the numbers speak for themselves. But I want to go back a second, you know, a little bit of the foundation, because I was sitting here thinking, after RC asked you about Bama, I committed to Florida State. My school's rival, but I ended up choosing Florida. I felt like that was the best decision in my life. You committed to Auburn, but you chose Bama. Yeah. One, I want to know why. I'm pretty sure it was the best decision you've ever made. Yeah. And I also want to know, what do you take from Coach Nick Saban that still helps you to this day?
I grew up a huge Auburn fan, and a lot of people don't know. Like, I grew up a huge Auburn fan. I wanted to go to Auburn since I was a little kid. So when I first got that Auburn offer, man, it was like unbelievable moment for me. Like, so I committed to Auburn off just like wanted to go to Auburn, wanted to win a national championship from Auburn. The guys before me, like Nick Fairley and Cam Newton and all those guys, made it super popular and super like wanting to come and different things like that. But Auburn was 2 hours away from my grandmother. And Alabama is 30 minutes from my grandmother. We from Birmingham, Alabama. So me wanting to stay with her, me wanting her to come to the games easy, me wanting her to be a part of my journey through the NFL, because that's who helped me really like stay focused, my mother figure, to get to where I was at the moment. I decided to go to Alabama just to stay closer to her and different things like that. And it was some plus on the end. You get to play for Coach Saban, you get to learn from all the alumni came through there. You get to learn from Jonathan Allen and all the vets that was on the team at the beginning. But my whole reason was going like just to stay close to my grandma and keep my grandma involved inside of my education, first of all, because my grandma is huge in education. My mom was huge in education. So stay involved in my education and just stay involved in my life in general. Not just coming every Saturday, but she can come out there during the week if I needed her to, if I wanted her to. So that was a main decision I made it for. So.
And Coach Saban.
And Coach Saban, man, everything I do now is through Coach Saban. The mindset, the way, it's funny because I was telling Brick the other day, like, they was like, bring the juice. And I'm like, yo, I never heard of that. Like, that's some NFL shit. Like, I never heard bring the juice. Like, bro, Alabama is like, you either come to work or stay at home. Like, and that's my mindset. When I step on the field, like, I'm here at work. Like, I'm here to come. I'm here to work. I'm here to get everybody better around me, and I'm here to get better. So that mindset and just play the next play, it's just every single thing, every single aspect that he instilled in me, still to this day. The mentality, man, like the hard-working aspect, just everything, man. Like, when it comes down to being a professional, it's like on the field and off the field, a lot of that he taught me and instilled in me.
Q, you talking about on the field and off the field. On the field, bro, you big as hell. You gonna choke. You gonna choke the hell out of people when you grab them now. Like, you a very talented dude, but physically, like, we watched you play now. 12 sacks from deep tackle, that shit's stupid. But off the field, dude from Birmingham, Alabama, stayed in Birmingham, Alabama. And then you get thrown in New York. Was there any learning curve off the field that you had to get used to?
Nah.
They had to be, bro.
Nah. You know what? Spending like, you know, anybody get a lot of money, and you know what I'm saying? So spending money on the things you wanted was my biggest like curve. Like, everything I ever wanted, like, I was like, I'm finna get. So that was about the only curve like I had. Like, me and my financial advisor had to talk like the first year of my in the league, but after that, man, I'm not a big partier. I don't drink, never tasted liquor in my life, like, never smoked, like, so I'm not big into, like, going out, partying, and all that stuff. Like, I rarely go to the city. Like, if I go to the city, it's, like, for clothes or, like, just to take my family when they come into town or something like that. So, but, nah, like, I just enjoy having fun, chilling.
What was everything you wanted?
Jordans.
What, you look back. What was that?
Jordans?
Jordans, yeah.
What was that purchase?
I heard you and your brother got a gang of sneakers,
though.
though.
I got a collection. He got a collection because he wanted to be like me, but I got a collection, man. It's so funny because, like I said, we was like, we weren't poor, but we was less fortunate. Like, we had to get one pair of shoe a year, just a regular old, you know what I'm saying, like middle class or lower class type family. So I always told myself when I got older, I'm gonna buy every single Jordan that come out on Saturdays. So, like, my first year in the NFL, I literally, like, I bought every single Jordan I ever wanted in my life. Like, every single Jordan. And I wasn't going to like Foot Locker. I was going to like the Flight Club and these restock stores. Like, so I was spending some money. So that's about it. Like, I'm a super cool, chill dude. I don't like to do a lot. So I like classic cars. That's about it.
But now you got your baby.
Yeah, now I got my baby
Your
now.
baby
so,
got everything.
Nah, she ain't got that much stuff. Now she a little baby.
Hey, we saw you in practice when you were mic'd up. He's like, my baby coming today?
Yeah.
And I thought that was cool and the smile you had on your face. But, you're talking about rookie year having to, or going to a Flight Club or wherever it was to get Jordans. We in a whole different tax bracket now, right? What the type of money that you got this offseason, the 96 M's, the 66 guaranteed, that's FU money.
Nah,
like no, it really is, right? That's money that says, you know what, I can come to work kind of any kind of way I want to. Obviously, you won't do that because of the way that you grind. Mm-hmm. But for you have a female agent, Nicole Lynn. Yep. She's also Jalen Hurts' agent. Yep. So basically, she had a really good summer.
Really good summer.
Right? The commission is rolling through. For you, what all went into that decision to pick Nicole Lynn as your agent?
When I first met Nicole, I went through a whole little process, like interviewing agents and different stuff like that. And I interviewed CAA and all the big time guys. Everybody knows Athletes First and all that stuff. And then I interviewed my agent Nicole that's now and she never had a first round draft pick. I don't think she ever had a top fifth round and up draft pick. But what stood out to me was it's a story that I like to say all the time that what stood out to me, but her breakdown on everything, just everything was the same. And when it come down to football stuff, money stuff, first round stuff, everything's the same in the agents world. But this is what really stood out to me with her. She kept it real with me from the beginning. She said, Q, you can only make the money on the field. I can't argue a $5 million, $6 million more. What you do on the field is what you do on the field. What I'm coming in there is I'm gonna make sure nobody mess you over when it come down to what you deserve and help you build off the field stuff when it come down to personality. I came in young. I came in at 20 years old. So I ain't know about credit. I ain't know about down payments. I ain't know I'm in college dorms. So it's I came in early. So when she said that, it stood out to me because it's whoa, none of these agents said that. I don't know about credit. I don't know about email when it comes down to email and stuff like that. I don't know about down payments on a house or a lease or all this stuff. When it comes down to getting apartments and stuff like that, I didn't know none about this stuff because I'm just a college student at the time that's in a dorm every single day. So when she said that stuff, it was oh, that's different. That's not, nobody ever said that. So that what stood out to me the most. And she had a draft pick. I think he I don't know the draft pick name or nothing like that, but he was supposed to go 4th round or 5th round. And he called her and said, hey, I want a meeting with Nicole Lynn. She drove, on her birthday, this long distance, probably an hour, 2 hours, to go see him. And when he ended up seeing him, he was like, I don't want to, I'm going to sign with somebody else. I don't want it no more. I don't want to see you no more. And in my head, I said, oh, you really took the time out of your birthday to go really see this client, not no first rounder now, like a 4th, 5th round client to really see. And she expressed me the reason she did that because she gonna treat every single one of her clients like they the number 1 pick. I told her, I said, if I sign with you, would you are you gonna stick to that? Number 1 pick? And she was like, this is how I am. You can sign with me or not sign with me, I'm gonna do it regardless. And when she said that, I signed with her. I just signed with her and then it's been unbelievable ever since.
But you mentioned you were comfortable being 3 when it came to your money and when it came to signing your deal. But it seemed that you weren't going to come to work until you got your money. Now I watch you smile. You are a gentle, kind soul until you put on shoulder pads and the helmet. Q, you was going to stay at home?
You talking about if they ain't pay me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to stay at home.
Man, you wasn't going to stay.
My thing is this, it's a thing of respect. Somebody like me who done every single thing on the field and off the field. And it was never like this with the Jets. We was always on the same page when it come down to stuff like that, but it was just a respect thing. When it come down to how I want to be treated, how I want to be treated respectfully. I want to be treated like your guy. You see what I'm saying? So we was always on the same page, always not going back and forth when it come down to money and stuff like that. It was over a year. So that was about the only thing. So the money already been there.
And ain't nothing. It was, like you said, it was cool with them, but Has anything changed with the money? With the team or during that time, how they treat you, respect, even from your rookie year to now? Like, I would expect you to be a leader.
Yeah.
I would say, I just gave you $96 million, bruh. You the defensive leader now. Has anything changed with the relationship, with the connection?
Oh, nah. Everything been the same. Everything
They don't expect more out of you when they give you $96 million.
If I give you $1 right now, nigga, we tighter.
They expect more, but it's like they're not gonna come out and say like, oh, we expect you to do, we expect you to do. When you the person that they know you is, you the person that they not really like, I ain't gonna say they paid you to be this person, but they rewarded you because you are that person.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, they didn't pay me to be a captain, they didn't pay me to be an all-pro, they didn't pay me to be a Pro Bowler, they just rewarded me for being that person. So like, I'm not out here trying to be extra or be nothing I am just because I got paid. I'm just being myself. Like, I'm just going out there, doing what I can do 100% like I've been doing, like being myself. So it's like, it's not like, oh, Q gonna have an amazing this year because he got paid to have 10 sacks this year, but it's like, yo, I'm doing this because I love football and I want the best for myself, just like, and I got to hold the person next to me accountable. I want to be held accountable just like that, so.
Hey fellas, it's the training camp tour and we teamed up with DraftKings because we want people to sign up right now. Use the promo code PIVOT. You place a bet for $5, you get $200 in bonus bets.
With those bonus bets, y'all know what I'm doing. Those same game parlays, you gotta get a chance to make more money. Same game parlays, baby. You know I love them.
And I'm gonna make my money on the daily fantasy. The sports book is not everywhere, but that's okay. Wherever you at, pull out your mobile device and turn on the daily fantasy. You can get some money that way too.
Same game parlays, daily fantasy. Remember, it's DraftKings Sportsbook app. Use the promo code PIVOT, any $5 bet, and you get $200 in bonus bets. Back to the show.
To go along with all of those things on the field and your support for breast cancer, we know why. Off the field, you stood up during COVID and donated a lot of money to the essential workers,
Yep.
a lot of nurses. Why was that important?
That was very important for me, man, just because my mother-in-law is a nurse and she worked in New Orleans for almost 6 months when it came down to COVID and stuff like that. And man, anytime I can help somebody in need, anytime I can help a great cause and different things like that, when people are literally putting their lives on the line to help others, that's an amazing thing to me in my life, because that's what I live to do, is to help others. So when I seen that they needed that, so it was like I reached out to a chef out here in New Jersey and I got it done. So,
You know, your family, you said you had a village, you know, and sometimes when you lose an important part of a family, everybody gets tighter. I've heard that y'all have a family group chat that only 4 people are in.
yeah.
Right? It's you, your brothers, and your sister. And I heard it's like a lot of trash talk about each other, who's better, who's had the better game, who's the best. Y'all still have that group chat as adults?
Oh, for sure.
What
yeah,
kind of
still
stuff,
to this day.
What kind of stuff goes on in the group chat, if you could share with the world a little bit of it? Because I heard your grandma couldn't be a part of it.
Nah, she can't be a part of that. It's just like a lot of, like, I guess, constructive criticism in football games. And my sister was in college, so everything she had going on in college, she'd tell us was going on in college, share her report card, grades and stuff like that. And me and Quincy argue a lot about who had the best game, who didn't have a best game. His ass missing tackles and stuff like that, or like I missed a sack, he missed, you know what I'm saying? So there's stuff like that, like, and really get my family involved inside of like what's really going on in the football world in our lives. So.
Do you and Q go harder at each other when somebody misses a tackle or blow an assignment, more so than you do with your other
100%.
teammates?
It's similar. It's definitely similar, but I know I can talk to him more reckless because he know where I'm coming
What you
from.
say? What's reckless?
Reckless. It's
Like
bad.
how? Like one thing.
Like-
Ain't no way you curse.
Nah, I don't curse like that.
Like that.
Nah.
What do you mean like that?
It's
like get your ass on the motherfucking pile.
Yeah, something like that. Like not that, like he's an amazing tackler. So when he missed say if he's in an open field tackle, and it's like, say if it's 2nd and 7, he can make it 2nd and 10 because he either check down, missed the tackle. Now it's 3rd and 4. Like that'll piss me off unimaginable, because it's like, bro, the player I know you is, bro, the accountability I'm gonna hold you to, bro, is way different because I know how hard you work, bro. I know your why. You know what I'm saying? Like that tackle is night and day. That's a 10 out of 10 tackle. So for you to miss it, piss me off. You know what I'm saying? Like
does he ever combat that with, your ass shouldn't have let him. You should have got off that block so he wouldn't even get up to the next level.
Nah, he'll never like. And when he get on me, like he'll never be. He got them to win the game too though. So
Right,
it's like it's more loud, it's more faster. But it's like we all play the next play. But he know like when we watch film, bro, I'm gonna say the same thing I said on the film in the film room too. So, but like we try to honestly, bro, we try to get that relationship we got. It's starting to grow more with the teammates on the field because like I said, like I can talk to JFM like that. Because me and JFM been here 5 years together, you know what I'm saying? So like, I know his why. I know him as a human being, as a person. Like I know I can hold him accountable on a whole nother level than I can hold like Will McDonough accountable. Like, cause he's a new guy, he's coming in. So like, different stuff like that you can really see us coming together. Like CJ can hold me accountable, like I can hold CJ accountable. Like Sauce coming in, like I can hold Sauce accountable on a whole nother different level because he is an all-pro, you know what I'm saying? Like he is the guy in the league. So it's like, I expect you to be that guy no matter what. You know what I'm saying? So when you do some shit that's like down here, it's gonna piss everybody off because our expectation for you, what you should have for yourself is up here. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I gotta give him to Bijan Robinson. I gotta give it to bruh. What do you do wrong? You are all pro. You don't drink. You don't smoke. You don't do nothing. You play football, you're the best in the world. Like, what? Give me a flaw. Give me a flaw, bro. Nothing.
Let me think.
Your teeth used to be, but now look at it.
Hey,
No flaws.
he grew up with a negative.
This special lady got no flaws.
I got some flaws, but it's like, you might not think they flaws.
I need them. Give them to me. We'll talk about it.
Like, I spend money on like classic cars a lot, like too much.
What are your classic cars?
A 70 Chevelle, 69 Camaro.
How many you got?
Classic cars? Or just cars in general?
How many cars do you own? You think it too long, I know it's a problem.
Nah, it ain't like 6.
That ain't bad.
That ain't bad though. Like
I own
got a
three.
list though.
I
I got a
own
list.
three and I'm broke.
I want some more. Like I got like a list I want to get like before like I retire or before I die. So
Before you die, you just got $66 million guaranteed.
yeah, but I don't have to get. I don't get cars just like spend it. Like I'm a saver. I'm gonna spend it.
You said, you know what
I
we were
save.
talking earlier.
Yeah,
you
I
said,
say I'm a big saver.
You said what did he say? 90-10.
I did my rookie contract. I did 80-20.
You did 80-20.
80-20,
And now
save 80, spend 20. Well, not spend 20, but save 80, spend 20. Then the second contract 90-10, save 90,
90-10.
10.
And you gonna
10%.
stick to that.
I'm gonna stick to it, man. I don't
You-
want to go
you-
broke. See, like, I'm scared to go back to, you know what I'm saying, not being able to buy my daughter all the stuff she wants, or not being able to provide for my wife, or like, you know what I'm saying, not being able to do this stuff. Like, so I'm a big saver.
Even on the second deal, 66 guaranteed. If you save 90, he can play with 6 and get his cars and treat well. New York taxes chopping that all the way in half.
Up, so yeah,
that's still a lot of money to have fun with.
That is the thing too. You playing in this state, in this area, and you know, whether you're country or you have no idea of what money is, when people read your contract, they think you got $66 million today too.
Nah.
They think you got it right when you sign that. For you, and understanding though, like where you come from, you know, and what you had to go through to get here. How proud or how happy has it made you to be able to change your family's life for generations?
Oh, it made me super excited, man. Like my sister graduated college a couple of months ago, and me and my brother, we pay her whole college tuition. Like she didn't need a scholarship, she didn't need a loan, she didn't need none of that stuff. And when she graduated, man, we was just so proud. And as you reflect and be like, man, like, she ain't in no debt. She ain't, you know what I'm saying? You can buy her a car so she can start, you can get her an apartment. Like, she's like on the edge of the normal human being or normal percentage humans in the world, like especially leaving college. Like, she got a degree. We can be able to afford her apartment. We can be able to afford to get her a car. So her life is already on a stepping stool to being successful in whatever she want to be. And that's the same with like other people in our family members, bro. It's just amazing the opportunity to help change people's lives for the better. Like me and my brother, we always joke, we always tell each other, like, bro, we don't be an ATM. Like don't just, let me get $20, let me get $10. Like, we not like that. Like, but like, if you need help, like if you need a stepping stool or a push in the back or a lift off to get to where you want to go to in life, bro, it's not a number in this world that you can think about, especially pouring into your cup to make sure you be successful, because God poured into my cup to make sure I'm successful. So it's like my duty to give to others. So
Bro, you are actually like almost like a creative person. You know what I'm saying? Like how you could create a player and make him a 99 as a human. As a human, you are a 99. You know, you mentioned coming into the league at 20, and you know, Chan made the jokes about everything that you don't do. I was here, you know, at practice a few weeks ago, and your baby was here, and your wife was here, man. To think about where your life is now and all the responsibilities, man, and how you've grown. What has that journey been like for you from a dude who said himself, I ain't know about credit, I ain't know about no lease, and now you are in charge of making sure other humans are okay?
yeah, it's pretty cool. Like I got a lot of people I lean on, like my financial advisor, my agent, my wife. Like I'm not just this good guy on my own. You know what I'm saying? People see it's me because it's me, but like my wife and my wife is like, she helped me be this person. You know what I'm saying? Like she helped me stay in order. She helped me be Quinnen. She helped me like stay level-headed, I guess. So she's a big part of my life who automatic like helped me out. So she helped me. She teach me a lot of stuff too. Like when it comes down to just real world stuff, because she grew up. You know what I'm saying? Having to learn about herself, about credit, having to learn how to save money on her own, having to learn how to budget on her own. She grew up entrepreneur. So like she helped me out tremendously.
Man, I'm so glad we started to pivot. Getting tickets has been so much easier for me, but before that, I had to go to Game Time app. And if you get the Game Time app, whatever event you're trying to get to, that's the best place to go.
And what's even better, RC, if you find some tickets that are cheaper in your section or area, Game Time will credit you 110%. Get some money back.
And it shouldn't be stressful buying tickets to enjoy basketball, football, baseball, concerts, comedy shows, whatever you want to go to. You don't have to look a month in advance. Get them same day. They're going to get the best deals right there at Game Time.
Man, we need to hit them up, because when we go on this tour, maybe the Game Time app can have some tickets to the pivot on stage. But what you need to do right now is grab your mobile devices, download the Game Time app, or go to gametime.co and use the promo code PIVOT to get $20 off your first purchase. That's been fun. Let's get down to it. Fred asked the question very nicely, right? He's like, you know, is this season has to be the
Would it be a failure?
Be a playoffs if is it a failure? You know, because Fred is without a doubt the best human that works on this show when it comes to the way that he presents to people. I am not, but I'm better than Channing. Now, my thought is this: if I had a team, right, that was so good defensively, even with instability at quarterback, we were in the playoff hunt down to the end, and I added Aaron Rodgers. You know what my thought would be?
What?
We finna win the Super Bowl. Matter of fact, it's everybody else's thought here that's gonna wear green throughout the season. When we would show up to camp in Pittsburgh, bro, for 8 years, we had the thought to ourselves, we can win the Super Bowl. That's not every team in the league. That's where you guys are right now. How important is it for you, for this team, to improve quickly, to play well early, and give yourself that shot while 8 is the quarterback here?
I think every year you come in, like when I was at Bama, it was the same mindset.
Say Bama.
Like, to my this the league. But like being at the Jets, man, like this year, like I guess I focus so much on everybody want to win the Super Bowl. It's like when you come in the front door, it's like a Super Bowl trophy right there. Like you don't play this game not to win. Like all as ultimate competitors, like you play this game to win. And at the end of the day, like I said, like you win the Super Bowl. So like having 8, having this team, having a great defense last year, every single body come back, like the ultimate goal is to win the Super Bowl. That's why we dress up every day. That's why I come to work every day. That's why they pay me to win a Super Bowl. So at the end of the day, it's like to get better every single day. You got to think, like I think about the small things that, okay, my goal is to win the Super Bowl. Our goal is to win the Super Bowl. What can we do to get there? Is our main focus, is my main focus, is defense main focus. And that's every single day, getting better every single day. Like we all human, I'm a human. Like I probably mess up every single day. You know what I'm saying? Like what can I learn from the mess up? You know what I'm saying? What can I do to get better? Like, and that's the thing. Like we had a number 4 defense last year. We got some great players on defense, just like we got great players on offense. And the main goal is to, how can we turn these great players to sensational players? How can we get every single body on defense and every single body on offense that's not 8 on his level, like on the way that he's thinking, on the way that like he's a Hall of Fame. How can we get 22 Hall of Famers thinking the same way? And that's our main goal and our main thought process. And I feel like if we do that, we'll win the Super Bowl. But until then, it's like, what can we do to work to get there? You see what I'm saying? It's the main thing, so.
I love that.
It's crazy, Q, and I know we got to wrap, but I got to ask you, man, because only person I asked this question to is Brian Dawkins. And he's a Hall of Fame safety.
Yeah.
You so young, but I got to ask you because you seem like a great person. If you played with me, how would you deal with me? You know Nick Saban. My rookie show, I brought a stripper in the facility and had him give Nick Saban a lap dance. I was partying every night.
Yeah.
You be in the huddle smelling Hennessy or whatever, had probably Jack Daniels at the time. I'm a big fan of
Yeah.
How would you deal with me if I was your linebacker right now?
Okay, look, like you said all that stuff, right?
Uh-huh.
What's your production?
I'm starting 6 years. I was balling now, led the team in tackles 2 years.
Everything out the field now.
Everything out the field.
If let this thing in my mind, like everything you do personal is personal. That's what you do. But when your personal start coming to business, when your personal start affecting your gameplay, that's when it's become a me and you thing. You know what I'm saying? Like that wouldn't become a problem. Basically, like you can have 100 strippers, you can have 100 balls, you can be drunk if you wanted to. But if you getting 20 sacks a year and 100 tackles a year and getting interceptions and making plays.
You take that double team, I better make that goddamn tackle.
Exactly. But if you too drunk to not make that tackle, it's like, then it's a problem. You know what I'm saying? So whatever you do, like.
That's one of those things where Channing was an amazing player. He came out as a sophomore.
Yeah.
And he speak to that. We finally got him to admit to us one of his regrets, which was he kind of did it too much, too excessively, because he should have played longer than 6 years. He didn't. He played with reckless abandon, but he also partied that way, and he didn't take care of his body. But this mother, he was a great player.
Yeah.
You know, and the name of the show is The Pivot, and we always ask our guests a question: what's your biggest pivot? Which is that one moment in your life, that one defining moment that speaks to who you are today.
One defining moment that speaks to who I am today. Football player or just person in general?
Yeah, in your life, along that journey that RC was asking you about.
I don't really think about myself like that. That's kind of crazy because I always celebrate other people more than myself, no matter what. I don't really think about all the accolades I done had, all the stuff I've been through, all the positivity I do, you know what I'm saying? So like, that's a real deep thought I gotta get into to really like say an answer to that.
What is a moment in your life that has affected you so much that its lasting impact is something that drives you every day? And not drives you as makes you work or any of those things, but it's that because I had this happen, there's things that have changed in me, there are things that have grown in me, there are things that I am now based on that moment.
I for sure think it's my mom passing away. And you guys know, like, everything I am today is because of her. You know what I'm saying? Like the father I am, the husband I am, the football player I am, the person I am, the smile I got, like everything is because of her and making her happy. And she instills so much into me. Like I say Coach Saban instilled a lot into me, but that's on the football level, on the mindset level. But the person I am to this day is like because of her. When it comes down to me holding myself accountable on the things I say and becoming the man I want to be, not just being about it, but talking about it, but being about it, actions speak louder than words. That was a quote she always say. Just that. Like her passing away is like, it was a sad thing, but it was also like, I guess the engines to help me go to where I'm at to this day. So having her, I guess, passing away instilled and like, I guess, flourished like my flowers.
Hey man, I think, I enjoyed. I remember when I left here, that practice that day, I was like, we gotta get Quinnen on the show. Just from talking to you and chopping it up and still laughing about, you wanted to tell me something. He's like, hey, can y'all move that mic? But I will say this, man, about getting an opportunity to watch you on Hard Knocks. I said it before the show came here. I believe the show makes stars, and not necessarily stars on the field. Like you did that. Like you can't change that. No camera can change that. But the way we've seen your personality, the way everybody's gotten the opportunity to see that smile. But like this is a game. One of my best friends who passed a while back would always tell me, he's called me Little Killer. His name was Sean Taylor. And he was like, man, we play a kid's game for a king's ransom. And as long as we could keep that in mind, man, that what we do on this grass, it may not, save lives and those things, but if we do it the right way, it impacts people, and we should do that with joy. I think that's when we bring the best to the world. And you've been doing that, man. It was an honor to sit with you for sure, bro. I wish you the best. And from an NFL analyst and former player, if y'all do not go to the Super Bowl, it is a failure, Quinnen, because y'all have everything y'all need here, man, to make a run. Appreciate you, bro.
Well, thank you, Al.
Yes,
man.
sir.
Thank you, Al.
That was dope, dog. Appreciate
thank
you,
you,
my boy.
man.
Can you believe this boy got Nick Saban a stripper?
Bro.
I can believe it.
What's that?
He's so uptight.
Oh man, he
why he
said
got
I can believe it.
I had him on the chair in the stage, and I brought the stripper from around the stage. She backed up on him. Soon as she was about to touch me, grabbed her little hips and took it to the side, and he ran up the stairs to his office. I think his little Peter Weeder was getting hard. That's what my assumption was, and that's why he had to.
How you know
This is
Nick
what we
ain't
gotta
packing?
deal with.
Who?
You call Nick little man.
Oh,
That's what we
crazy.
gotta deal with.
I seen him peeping for at the stall. He get real close to the portion.
Hey, I see what I was
no-
I'm about to tell you up,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I appreciate you too.
At Florida, I did not have a tail pad. In the pros, I would cut my hip pads in a little square and put them in my knee pad.
I'm gonna tell you this, bro. In the league, until they told me to put pads in my pants, I ain't put them in.
Yeah.
That's what happened in college.
Yeah,
When
I
I had
just
to wear
want
that big ass knee brace in college, and they put a little bitty knee pad because of the fact that my knee brace was too big.
Right.
I said, so I really don't need no knee pad because this ain't gonna stop an ACL injury. A motherfucking
My
big
point
ass,
exactly.
goddamn
Even the
350-pound
knee
bitch
pads.
hit me in the
Bro,
side of my
first
knee.
off, what
gonna
the knee pad do is protect this part of your leg. It don't protect your knee, coach. I got a C+ average, coach. I'm eligible. Yeah, man.
ain't nobody
that
wearing
boy pants was down to this.
Every now and then you catch somebody with a saggy knee pad.
No football player needs leg pad and hip pad and butt.
Nobody.
Nah,
They don't
nobody
stop
need
nothing.
it.
Cause I tell you what, every time I got hit in the thigh, it hurt. Yeah, every time.
Yeah, every time.
Every
Knee
time.
pad, I mean thigh
Thigh
pad
pad or not,
Yeah.
dog. It hurt.
And then the hip
you
shit
gonna get
don't
hit.
matter.
Well, bro.
Because if you let somebody get up in your frame like that,
You already
that's
late.
the issue.
You
That's
dead
the
already.
problem.
My man right there got pierced 3 times in one episode.
Huh?
My man right there got 3 piercings in one episode.
Yeah. What's up?
Yeah. 9-9. You gonna get anything else pierced? Or you good for a while? I said you gonna get anything else pierced or you good for a while?
See,
Did the joint fall out?
yeah, it came out. My eyebrow piercing came out again. So at this point, I was just
I think you might want to stop him.
I know I am. So I'm not gonna get this piercing.
Man, just taking this in, man. Hoping and wishing I still could do it.
You probably could.
I could have thought about that about 5 years ago. I felt like I could.
Yeah.
Right now, it's
Now
rap.
it's a wrap.
It's clean. It's
Hey,
over.
let the young boy
Listen,
have it.
Hey, and
Gosh,
RC.
I love Garrett Wilson. He's so nice. I was like, man, Garrett's awful. Hey, no, we were sitting at the. Hey, bro, I promise.
That's what they said.
I started to say you're a bad person now just because I don't want.
Just stir shit up a little.
Oh, yeah, I
bit.
don't
Can't
be
have
like-
everybody saying the same.
Yeah,
shit.
because then they're gonna be like, he too good of a person. He might be soft. I
he
can't
ain't
have
really
it.
with exactly. Nah, I like that. Keep them guessing.
Nah.
So later in my career, that's what I started doing. Because before, man, if we don't make the playoffs, so from January to March before we have to report back, I didn't used to do shit. Nothing. I'm talking about nothing. But that catch up with you.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? You start getting tight, start tweaking little thing turn into big thing, you know what I'm saying? So I had to,
When you feel you hit that stride on like,
probably when they started challenging me, like when they said when you get close to 30, that you start to fall off, I said, hell no,
fuck that.
that ain't gonna be me.
right.
Hold up, limitless. Niggas to me, cap pinning it. I fought the head to witness it. Got my people feeling militant. Way I'm feeling, got me up. On the mission, got me up. Knowing me, I got the key. Only vision I can trust. Limitless. Niggas to me, cap pinning it. I fought the head to witness it. Got my people feeling militant. Way I'm feeling, got me up. On the mission, got me